What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are getting ready to head out. We are going to Orlando for the weekend, for the long weekend, and we're going to enjoy a couple things out there. We're getting trailers set up, but I'm in the process of right now getting pretty much two trailers set up, my trailer and then my parents' trailer as well, because I am towing the trailer to about a halfway point and meet my parents. That can make it a little bit easier for them for their trip, come back, hook up ours, and then get going. So yeah, right now I got this bad boy hooked up, which is my parents' trailer. So this is the truck with the standard suspension that it has. As you can see, it's a bit of a squat. I mean, it's not ridiculous, but you can obviously tell there is a squat there. This is my parents' trailer. It's hooked up to it. So I think in the near future, what I want to do is I want to put some airbags back here, so I can go ahead and lift it and help out with the elevation, maybe some sumo springs, and we'll be seeing about that, because I told you guys before I want to be adding a camper shell on the back here, which that will add even more weight to the truck and probably bring it down even lower. So we got to make sure we're set up for that properly. So you guys have a good perspective and idea. My parents' trailer is about 5,000 pounds and change. This is a 2024 Toyota Tundra that is towing it. So like I said, I think some airbags might fix that problem. It's been a while that I haven't updated you guys on the garden here, but it's coming along nicely. As you guys can see, everything's growing out a lot right now. It is springtime, so a lot of these things will start and are blooming and will get bigger and bigger. So the property's getting really nice. We have a lot of things going on in here. It's becoming a little bit of a jungle in this area. This is the front part that we're working on, and we're going to start getting towards, we'll finish the front section and then start working our way back. So yeah, excited about that. But enough about that. Let's start getting into the trip. I think I have everything I need so far. I have filled this thing up. I got it prepped. I have a list, which I think helps out a lot with the reminders of trying to figure out what I do and do not need to bring for the trip. Let's get inside and see if I can remember what else. I don't think I've shown you guys, but this is the RV when it's with the slide closed. So as you can see, you can still access everything in here. So it's really nice. So when you guys are just pulling up to maybe a pit stop or a rest stop area or anything like that, you can still access everything. You can go to the beds. You can still access the bathroom, dining, the fridge. You can open it perfectly fine. There's more than enough space. You could even, if you wanted to, you could pull on this bed and you can sleep right here without ever having to take out the slide out. So it's really nice that you can still have all that capacity, because I've seen other trailers with a slide out, you can barely even access anything once you get in. This is not the case for this one. Really nice. This trailer weighs, when it's empty, 4,870, and when it's fully loaded, 5,750. So that way you guys get a comparison as you guys see the rest of the videos along the way and everything else we're going to be doing with the Tundra. And if you guys are interested in something like this, or at least an RV more than this capacity, this weight, you guys can see how that will tow with the truck along the way and how it works out for us. And if you guys didn't stay tuned from the last video, that like I mentioned before, and you guys have, if you see my other one as well, where we made that custom trailer, you guys will know that we like smaller RVs. Number one, for the reason because it's easier to tow with them. It's easier to get around, turns, parking, all that kind of stuff. We like to do a lot of long trips, and this is going to make it a lot more easier for us to go ahead and do those kind of things. So that's the reason why we picked this one. And then number two, the layout in this one for the size is amazing. It sleeps up to 8 people. We've already tested that. Literally slept 8 people in there. I think it might even been 9 with a baby or a kid. But yeah, so it's worked out great, and we are very satisfied with it so far. And this is just the beginning of many more trips to come, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for all those things. I just unhooked it from my truck, getting hooked up to my dad's car now, and he's gonna head out. We're gonna head back home, hook up our trailer, and get headed for the trip. You know you made it in life when you have your own personal chauffeur. The oldest is starting to drive. We didn't let him drive with the trailer because he's still learning. He's got it restricted, and he's doing a great job. Eventually we'll get him used to driving the trailer as well, so we have a backup driver who knows how to do that. So we got 3 in total. You never know when you might need it. And then we got our passenger in the back over here. We're on the way back to go pick up the wife, baby, and then from there we'll hook up and start heading out to the trip. We finally got into hook up our trailer now. I feel like it's been like SpongeBob thing 12 million years later. So yeah, we're finally here. We're hooking up our trailer. We've got everything loaded up and we're about to head out. This was in the, I think, 4,800 pound range. My parents was, I believe, 5,400. So you get a little bit of perspective. So let's get that hooked up. You guys can see. You guys can clearly see there is a squat with my truck and this trailer attached. I believe it's a little bit less squatted than with my parents. I have to compare the footage so we can get an idea. But I do have more cargo loaded up on the bed of the truck as well. So that's a take the factor in. But all in all, even with all of that, I still think it's not that bad. Yes, I could put my weight distribution hitch on it, which I have, and I've used it for my other trailers, well, and other trailers in the past. But I'm trying this. I want to see if I can get this, because the weight distribution hitch, as you guys can see with my dad hooking up the trailer with my son when we did the swap, it's a lot of work involved. And I would like to avoid all that work. And I understand, yes, it is safer. I get what you guys are going to tell me. I understand that. But I just want to avoid all that work if I can, and it's still safe enough as far as having this thing level, so that way you don't have it, you know, pitched down. So that's what we've been testing out. It's been working out so far. And like I said, maybe the airbags will be the solution to it, but time will tell. It's been a slow process. We had to stop and give the baby some food. Traveling with a newborn, not so newborn, he's already like 10 months old, but yeah, traveling with a baby is not as simple, you know, as we got used to traveling with the older boys. So every once in a while we gotta stop, give him food, give him milk and stuff like that. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. He's eating his food, so yeah, just a little bit of delay in the process. Hello, anybody home? What are you guys doing in there?
You want to know what we're doing inside?
So instead of going to the bathroom here, they prefer to use the bathroom in there. Makes sense. This little guy here has been giving us a pretty rough ride. He's been a little bit complicated on this trip. So we got a little bit left to go, like another hour. We're definitely very delayed. We're supposed to be there early, and as you can see, it is nighttime. So let's continue our journey. We just got to the campsite a little late in the nighttime. This campground is a little weird. You just pick wherever you want to park and just park. But the point is, what we're trying to do right now, the trailer set is on the passenger side is a little bit low, about 1.25 inches, I think it's about, something like that. I don't know how much these traction boards, we were given these traction boards by Bunker Industries. I haven't used them yet. It's gonna be the first time I use them, so I don't know, maybe this will work. I'm gonna try to put it under the tire, roll over it, and see if that'll pick it up and maybe fix the unleveled we have. So I don't think these traction boards are really designed to hold this kind of weight on it, and but it's working. I mean, it's at the right level now, so the trailer's at a, you know, the level it needs to be, better than what it was before. So let's unhook it, we'll figure it out, I guess, if it works or we're cracked or broke once we take it off. Take off this clip. Alright, keep going up. Alright, we got here late, we're set up, we're showering, getting in bed, so we will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. We woke up early today, like around 6 in the morning. The baby got us up really early. We made one fatal mistake yesterday. We did not load up the coffee machine, so we have no coffee. So right now I gotta head out to a nearby Starbucks, get some coffee, and then come back. Everyone is still sleeping, but the baby's in it. He's wide awake. So he's gonna get in the car with me and go to Starbucks. We'll come back and then get everybody ready to go for the rest of the day. So we pulled up yesterday to Thousand Trails here. It was unique experience. They just tell you park anywhere you want, self-parking, as long as it doesn't have a sign or annual sign or anything like that. You can park wherever you want. So we got here pretty late last night and just roamed around the park looking for a site, found that, hooked up, and we got a pretty good one because you have seen the concrete here, the asphalt. So at least we got something that's out of the dirt, out of the grass. Makes it a little bit better, especially like now with when everything wakes up very wet in the mornings. So let's go get our coffee and then come back and continue the rest of the way here. It's just the baby and I going off now to get some Starbucks. Yeah, and I get some coffee. This Thousand Trails is very central. There's a lot of things in the area. There's only a Starbucks like 1.5 miles away. We're not very big Starbucks people, but since we have no coffee. Can I get a latte, please? So today's plan is that we're going to be taking the kids to Universal and Islands of Adventure. So we're just about finishing up here in the RV, and everybody's about to get out and get ready so we can get out of here. I want to tell you one thing. So Dowden Trails, this campground, I think I mentioned earlier already, but this thing is huge. It's like the guy in the front office told me that it's like 1,000 and something sites. So it's really, really big. We got here late last night. When you come in, they just tell you it's basically park wherever you find a spot. So you go throughout the night, find wherever you like, park, and then in the morning, just call them and let them know, hey, I'm at XYZ site. And then they will register that where you can, just basically go wherever you want. So for example, if I'm here right now today and tomorrow I want to change on the spot, I can do that as long as it's free. And it doesn't have like a sign saying annual or has a cone on it. There's certain sites that are reserved. Besides that, you can just pick any spot you want to go to. So here you can see a little bit better our invention from last night on the traction board. You see the traction board is bent. So the big question is going to be when I take this thing off, is it still going to be like that, or will it go back to its original shape? Is it broken? It's not broken. I don't know. So I bought this device, the Beech lane. It's to level your RV. You first got to do a couple things to get it all set up. But once it's set up, it seems to be working really cool. So we got here last night, and then my middle son was helping me out and leveling everything out. We noticed that the passenger side, it said it was a little bit low. Dropped the traction board under, got it up, and now it's not perfectly level, but it's gotten up to a point where it's basically in that like green zone. So it's worked out great. I have the nose a little bit higher because, as you guys mentioned to you on the last trip we were on, we had an issue where the condensation or the water started coming in the RV. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if I had to have the nose a little bit higher, because when I did raise it, that stopped the issue. So I'm not sure if that's the problem or not. So that is raised. So the front is a little bit higher. And so I got a little bit like this. I'm going to try later on again and see if I can get a complete level. If the water is still going to run off, that's what it's supposed to do. But it hasn't been an issue because, like I said, it's just slightly higher so I can get the runoff to come over. So it's working out good so far. And I haven't had any issues. But I think that leveling, the little Beech lane leveling thing that I got is so much nicer, because I don't before I even hook, I just pull up the app and I can see where I have to drop or put it lower or higher on one side. So it's really nice to have that now with technologies. Before I used to have to use the little green level bubble thing and trying to get it like that. So yeah, things get better as time goes on. And if I'll show you guys and I'll let you guys know, how that's working out for the progression of that system, because it is a battery powered system. I've had it already on for like 2 or 3 weeks, and it says still 100%, hasn't dropped at all. So far it's really nice. It's working out. Those little scooters are ridiculously fast, especially when they get the younger kids on it, because they don't weigh anything and they just fly on it. We got our own little TV guide here. Hey, ready to go? We got to the park, and the biggest baby, I hold this, immediately want to go to Starbucks, because after I went to Starbucks in the morning, he then woke up. He's always the last one to wake up, and he's like, oh, why didn't you bring me this thing? So we had to stop. We gave the baby some food. So once again, we're delayed, and we're now starting to walk into the park, and we have Beard Course to go see this van. That's for the Antojito's Mexican restaurant here. It's like a bar. Pretty cool. They have it like all like graffitied out. Look at, they converted it. Oh yeah, it's nice. Got AC and everything for the bar. That's his favorite dream car. Yeah. The biggest baby in the family. That's the one he wants. Every time he sees one, he has an obsession. He wants to go everywhere to go see it, take a picture with it. He loves it. And then this one over here, he's a sports car fanatic.
Audi R8, GTR, Lambo, McLaren, Las Vegas.
So he loves all the fancy sport cars, all the big things.
Rolls Royce.
And then the other one loves all the old cars. You see, that's what he's obsessed with. He likes his old Vanagons and all these things. He's always loved these vans, but I think more specifically after he saw the show Outer Banks, and he became more obsessed with it because he thinks he's John B.
Yeah, right.
See him? Yeah. We got John B in the family, guys. If you guys haven't seen it, watch Outer Banks on Netflix. Great show. But he thinks he's John B. We're being very selective in the rides we pick to ride today because we're annual pass holders and we can come back anytime. Or with the baby, you can't really ride much of anything here. So we're trying to figure out which ones we specifically want to go to. So that way we can then ride those things, head out, go back to the campsite, and get ready for tomorrow's adventure. But let's try to figure out which one. It all depends on the ride times because these things have insane ride times. About to get on the VelociRaptor, bro.
I'm scared.
How you feeling?
I don't know.
Nervous?
Yeah.
First roller coaster ever. How old are you today?
11.
11 years old. First roller coaster, well, big roller coaster ever. So, let's see how you go through. This guy's he rode it twice already, so he's not worried at all. Oh, get nervous. Okay, so how was your first experience with the VelociRaptor?
Dude, it was insanity. It's so extreme.
It was the most extreme roller coaster I think that I've ever personally been on, and Achilles rode this one for his first time. So
My first ever one.
I think if he rides this one, he'll be perfectly fine riding any other one. I think he'll have no issues at all. Pulled into the campsite. We're back in. It is about 7 o'clock right now in the afternoon. Axeman here and I. Zoom in. Let's get you. There you go. Axeman here and I. We are going to go right around in the park for a little bit and on the scooters, check out the rest of the park because we got here, like I said, late last night. We pulled out earlier today. So we haven't really gotten a chance to check out most of the park. So we want to see what it's like here, the campground and stuff. So maybe I can recommend some things for you guys and give you a little bit of perspective if you're going to come to these Adenture Trail campground here in Orlando, what it's like for you. So let's go roll around a little bit and see if we can catch anything, or at least I can inform you guys of what the park looks like more because I'm actually have little to no idea at all. Checkers board area where you can play checkers on the ground right here. And they got chess over there. Had to get a big chessboard. There's some really nice pieces. Pick one up. I gotta see if it's really heavy or not. Are they heavy? I mean, but they're pretty solid. I mean, they're plastic. Let me see. Oh yeah, they're plastic. Pretty cool though. Nice spot to play, and it's made out of like concrete. So they put some, like, it looks like some concrete tiles together, and so it's nice. It's pretty solid.
Did they color the concrete?
Yeah. So over there you got the basketball court. So if you got some kids or you guys want to hoop it up. Yeah, spa. Yeah, one pool there. One pool there. Got some cornhole over here. We got some cornhole to play. It's really nice. I actually underestimated this. I was thinking this is just a campground where you just come park and use it more of a destination to park and go out and do other things. But realistically, there's quite a couple different things to do here. So if you just guys want to spend a day or two, or between different things you're doing to actually relax here and enjoy it, it's not as bad a spot, not a bad location to do that because you got things. You got 2 pools, you got jacuzzi, you got basketball, you got several things to do here. Really nice. Go. Ano tu was? Eh? ¿Dónde vas? We're very fortunate that we have this beautiful oak tree right here, and it is covering the sun. The sunset is right there. It looks really nice right through the trees, as you guys can see. My brother and my nieces are actually joining us now. They're on the way. They're about to get here any minute. So the plan for tomorrow is that we are going to go to the beautiful springs out here. Our plan is Kelly Rock Springs, hopefully. So we've gone there before and we failed. But if you guys have seen my past video that I've done, we went to King's Landing. That's right. So we went to Kelly Rock Spring. It was max capacity, so we had to go to to King's Landing. I keep getting mixed up. So the plan is, and what I've read online is, you have to be there between 5 and 6 a.m. to get in line to then get into the park at 8 a.m., which is ridiculous. But it is so freaking hot. It's 100 degrees outside. Those springs are 72 degrees year round. So we are gonna make it our mission to try to go. So my brother's out here and he's about to get here now with my nieces, and we're all gonna sleep in this bad boy right here, put it to this max capacity test again. And it's gonna be, I think, what, 8 of us now? Something like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to the springs. Our plan is we have to wake up at 4 and change, get out of here by 5 to try to make it there by hopefully 6 o'clock and get that rolling. This is the only negative I would like to probably say about this campground so far, from what I see, is nice that you have a concrete pad to park on, but as you guys can see, your area where you're going to hang out at, it is pretty much just dirt, mud. There's not a whole lot of spot here you can really hang out on. So what we did is we kind of picked the back spot over here with a little bit of grass, so it makes it a little bit better. So what I'm trying to say is this is kind of unusable unless you bring your rug, but if it rains, this is going to be a complete and total disaster. Besides that, we are liking it. We picked a spot. We just parked here, and this is, for reference, site 503 in Jewelfish. If you guys want to know where we're located, and that way you can more or less pick out a spot there. So it's working out good for us. This traction board, every time I look at it, you guys saw the video from last night, it's got me more and more concerned that it's never going to go back. Thank you so much to Bunker Industries for sending me this traction board. I know it's not really the intention, but if this thing survives when I get it off of here and it's still in its original shape and form where it's supposed to be, you guys rock. And I'm going to go ahead and make a more detailed video of these things because they are fantastic. Unfortunately, I haven't used it for what the intention of what they sent it for, which is for the off-roading and getting traction and getting unstuck out of certain situations. I do have the bag that it comes with. It has this bag that it comes in, so there's a second traction board in here, and that's where I took it out from for transport, and then obviously put it there. So making a more detailed video, and I have made one in the past actually, and I had the whole videos done and everything, but when I picked up the footage and started looking at it, the entire time I was talking, there was no audio. I had the microphone off. So, and I made that months ago, but I haven't been able to post it because of that reason, and I haven't had the chance to make another one. Look at that sunset back there. Looks amazing. So yeah, point is, thank you so much, Bunker Industries, for sending that. This is not a sponsored video, but that product was sent to me. So there's a sponsored product, but I haven't done its justice and given it an actual full review. So if it survives this, guys, that alone for me is amazing. We will also keep you guys posted. This is something we bought, was not sent to me, but we bought these chairs in Costco. They're like the Yeti chairs. They're so similar. They feel very comfortable, and they're working out fantastic. We're going to give you a long-term review because this is only our second time using it. She's tired from the baby on top of her all day. But do you think they're comfortable? You like them?
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
so I mean, we've had multiple chairs. You guys have seen in the video. We have the ones that you fold up and pack down. Those are really nice for tighter spots. But now we got more space to put it somewhere. We really like these, but I can't give you a long-term review because we've only had it for. This is our second time we've used them. I think we got them for. We got them on sale at Costco for about $60 a chair, and I think they're originally like $80. So yeah, in comparison to the Yeti ones, the Yetis are $300 each, which is insane. So these are much better in price. I don't know about quality if they're going to be the same, but everything I've ever bought in Costco is great so far. So we're going to continue to use that. One more thing, I freaking love these rock solid stabilizers. These things are amazing with a quick drop. So easy to use, have them in every corner, really stabilizes, and it helps the trailer from shaking and keeping, doing that back and forth. So love it. You can get them up and down real quick with my drill. Have that little thing in the end where I can just drill them up and drill them down real quick. My brother and I, he helped me put the snap pads on, which they don't come originally with the trailer. You have to replace them and put those snap pads on, and that is going to help you from having to put another additional layer for getting the foot to bend, all that, etc., etc. It is working out great. Love it so far. The only thing is, unfortunately, those are not really designed for that. This is more like of a dual bolt system. I had only one bolt, so yeah, whatever. We made it work, and it's working out great so far. So no complaints there. If you guys have stayed tuned for this long, thank you so much for your support. We do appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and we'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.